Hey everybody, Batmerk here. Today I'm going to be reviewing Tales from the Dark Multiverse, Batman Knightfall, written by Scott Snyder and Javier Fernandez. This one's basically like a one-shot, kind of like an Elseworld story, where it takes place in the Knightfall timeline, basically like where Azrael existed with Bane after Bane broke Batman's back. A new Batman was elected by Bruce to take over the mantle, and it was Jean-Paul Valley. And in this one, basically, it's what if Jean Paul ended up, destroying Batman and taking him and putting him, like in a comatose state, kind of like that. It reminds me a little bit of what they did, kind of with the new RoboCop movie. And now, this is 30 years later in the future, and Azrael's taken over the mantle, and he has Bruce Wayne locked up in Wayne Tower, kind of like RoboCop, and he goes in there and he just kind of like seeking Bruce Wayne's like approval on things, and he's just he's like leading the city in his own like way, like hardcore ruling tactics, little different than Bruce Wayne. I really like this story. It's really cool. It's a real fun like popcorn read, one shot. I wouldn't mind delving into it a little more. It's got a lot of cool concepts. That's why I really liked it a lot. For the most part, let's see here. This Jean Paul now he's basically so beat down that he's using the Bane Venom to get through a daily shift just to fight crime on that, and he has these like henchmen working with him. It's pretty cool. Later on, we find out that there's gonna be spoilers in here, so just let you guys know. There's a son of Bane, and I believe he's the son of Bane and Shiva, but I'm not sure if it's Shiva as a mother for sure. But yeah, it's the son of Bane. He looks like he's a teenager, or maybe late teens, maybe 18. It's pretty badass. So I guess Bane took so much venom in his life that he genetically passed it on to his son. So now his son is basically like a Hulk or a Bane Hulk sort of type thing, where you can just turn into Bane at will. So it's pretty cool. I like that concept. Pretty sick. We move on too, and they basically find a way to give Batman his life back, and there's this like nanotechnology. I don't know if they really went into it too much, but now Bruce can basically turn into these nanobats similar to Dracula Untold's power. You can just go around and rip people up, and Bruce Wayne ain't messing around anymore. He's basically got a second chance, and who could blame him? It's really cool just to see him do that. Moving further along in the story, I don't want to show too much, but yeah, it's pretty brutal. Azrael's like really running low on venom, and he didn't know what to do, so he ends up just taking it off an arm. Yeah, it's pretty cool. He fights though, and then ultimately, Batman's the victor in the end. I like this book a lot. I like the big concepts of Azrael taking over the city. He's using the venom to keep going. Him and his lady are running the show instead of that's his Alfred. He's got a team of people like policing it with him. Batman's locked up in there, and just seeing Batman as like the nanobats was really cool. I don't know if that's been done before, but it seems like it has. But sometimes the obvious escapes us when we think of things that have been done, but they haven't. And yeah, it just really reminded me of like Dracula Untold. That was a pretty cool concept with all the little bats, and seeing Bane's son being able to turn into Bane at will. That was really cool. I definitely recommend this book. It's cool for like a good popcorn read, like a one shot. I'm digging these Batman one off stories. I really like the Last Night on Earth, and what Sean Murphy's doing with his White Knight verse. That's really cool too. And this is awesome too. I recommend it. I think they should. The only thing is I wish they didn't. I wish they went into had a little more action, but there's a lot of big like page turns in here, and a lot of like. There's cool action in it, but I wish like the fight sequences there was a little more, and I wish we saw him like kind of going around doing a lot more. Maybe if they added a couple, like another chapter of just him policing the city, I thought that would have been cool. But for this right here, yeah, I definitely give it a 2 horns up. And as always, folks, thanks for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you next time we have weekly content on here. Metal Movies and Brewskis.